for we thank everyone that is in attendance of this webinar session today. So our plan for this discussion is focusing on expanding and reaching out to our current partners and our other targeted partnerships, thereby helping us optimize our channel growth and seeing how we can create scalable opportunities with you as partners. So we are here today to just go through those engagement processes and those outlines on how we can build stronger relationships as partners and as resellers, thereby fostering collaboration and also providing consistent support and also alignment on our shared goals and our growth. So, Mr. Henry, would there be anything you'll be adding to this introduction? I'll be handing over the floor to you.
All right, so thank you, everyone. Good morning. I'm pleased to have you guys join the session today. We want to really appreciate all the partners that have been working with us over the years, and we also want to acknowledge the fact that you guys are doing excellently well. We have this webinar is for 3 days, and the reason we have this for 3 days is because we want to focus on some of the key solutions that the client are requesting for us in the last few months, and also we just thought of it that we should have a discussion on the partnership. The partnership is very, very important because we observe that some of our partners do not really understand how the business of the partnership is being run, and okay, what are those things and do's and don'ts that we have in our partnership agreement and also in our partnership process. So that's the reason why today we are going to focus on the partnership process. While tomorrow we're going to focus on the Log360, which is one of the most request solution from the client. So, and like we mentioned, we're going to intimate you with all the happenings in the industries, right? So we saw it that it need to us to let you know that the Log360 and the PAM360 is one of the most request solutions. So if you want to sell any solution to your customers, to just factor the fact that Log360 could be one of their most request, because based on other trends that we've gotten, we also from other competing solutions, we also noticed that clients are requesting for this. Same with the PAM360. But I'm just letting the cat out of the bag. It's just that will be for tomorrow. But today we're going to dwell mostly on the partnership, how the partnership is actually run, so that we'll not have to start going back and forth in terms of what and do's and don'ts of the partnership process. So I'll be sharing my screen just for you to see what we want to do today, and also why I start up the presentation. Please feel free to share any of your thoughts, and also if you have any question, feel free to share with us. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Just type it, use the chat board. We're going to ensure that all the questions being asked are tweeted. So that my screen is coming up. I want to believe that it's up already. All right, so today, like I mentioned earlier, we are going to focus on the partnership process, right? And how the ManageEngine partnership is being processed in terms of what you are entitled to, and what you need to know about this process. So we track this, the Tranter ManageEngine Partner Town Hall, right? Like I mentioned earlier, feel free to type in your questions, right? We'll be happy to treat your request. So these are the outlines that we expect to have on this presentation. So we dive down to the channel vision, right? So I will just give a little overview of the channel, the ManageEngine channel, right? The channel business started over 7 years, right? While our relationship with ManageEngine has spanned over 20 years, right? So we like you all know, we are the distributor for ManageEngine in Nigeria, and then we are engaged in selling the ManageEngine solution, right? So at the point we've thought of it that we should have a network through which we can reach other regions. So that was what gave rise to the channel department. So the channel department is just about 7 years old, and we've been doing pretty much well in terms of sales, and also capability in terms of the technical capability of the partners, and also their sales team. And also we are looking forward to the point where we will just have our back rest on the share, having to see the partner doing excellently well, right? We are not there yet, but we believe that owing to the steps and then the training process that we've been engaging on, we believe that in the nearest future, our partners will be doing excellently well. So that for the sales vision, right? The channel is to achieve about 2 billion naira sales, right? This is pretty much a very small sales target, right? No disrespect, sir, to anyone first, but it's because we are actually growing. Some of my team members can actually achieve this within 6 months to 3 months, right? But because the channel is growing, and we believe that the growth is not as is not actually exponential, but is at least to some extent incremental. So we want to believe that this will be achieved, right? So our target is also to have a 2 billion naira sales this year, increase the pipeline to the sharing of leads to the performing resellers. So we want to indulge in campaigns and also lead generation, and so that we can be able to share lead to our partners. So not to all the partners, the partners that are actually performing. So you have to show a little effort in terms of your capability in terms of sales. Then you should be expecting a lead from us, right? So we also intend to expand our reach to the northern region, say at least 3 ManageEngine solutions to every client. So our objective is for us to reach the northern region. We are currently recruiting partners in the northern region because we actually, from our research and also from our understanding, we got a little on those sales from the northern region. So we want to expand to the north. So if you are interested in running the business in the north, so you have a contact in the northern region, you can as well reach out to me after this session, so we can strategize on how we can penetrate this region. We also want to intensify our presence in the oil and gas sector. We also noticed based on the number of the businesses that we've brought in the last few years, we have little presence in the oil and gas sector. So we want to really intensify our effort in pushing business into the oil and gas sector this year. So we also recruiting partners that as present in the northern in the oil and gas sector. So if you do, please reach out to me. Let's have a strategy on how we can penetrate into the oil and gas sector. We are very much happy to work with you, and we'll give you all the 100% support that you need just for us to ensure that we penetrate these sectors. Technically, we want to increase the resellers' technical ability. Our objective is for us to get to the point where our resellers just call us and issue us a PO, right? But that implies is that the resellers have done the presentation, he has delivered a POC, and he's done everything needed to ensure that sales closes, right? And so if a reseller is actually not depending on the distributor, then this can happen. So the objective is for us to get to that point where you can implement, right? So that is the reason why we are introducing technical training for all our partners, advanced training. This is just for us to ensure that our partner capability is increased to about 50%. Currently, we have some partners that they don't even call us for any kind of engagement. All we just got from them is PO, right? So that's the reason why sometimes when you go into competition, or when you are competing with such kind of partners in an opportunity, you tend to lose out because this partner has all the technical ability, right? They are the one that do the coaching when it comes to implementation. They don't rely on us. So all we just got from them is a PO. So I want us to work with us to ensure that to get to this level where your team is actually 100% not depending on us, right? We want to get to that point. Also, we want to increase the sales capability of our partners. So that's the reason why we are introducing the webinar training, right? I understand that some of us are actually new in the business, right? In terms of the management part business, right? So that's the reason why we engage in continuous training, just for us to bring you up speed in terms of this solution, right? So we want you to get to that level. So, and we also want to encourage our partners to always join the webinar. It's also an opportunity for you to gain more knowledge as regards this management solution. We want to decrease the dependency level of the partner. I just mentioned that earlier. So if a partner can implement the management solution, it is easier for them to run through all the sales process without even reaching out to us. So that gives them the dependency level for them to be able to push the solution. Engagement. Also, our vision for this year, we want to ensure that we reach out to every of our partners twice a week, either for sales, either for any kind of engagement. We want to get an hangout with the VIP partners. That will be done. We want to increase our training seminars and webinars by 50%. So we thought of it that over the years we've been engaging our partners on training, but we want to intensify on this because in the last few years we actually have seen improvement in the training that have been conducted. And from the saying, if you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same results. So we intend to increase or shift the bar by increasing our training schedules by 50%. So we get more of training from us this year. So we're going to train you guys this year on the management solution, and we'll reach out to you. So each time we reach out, don't see it as if it's more like a disturbance. No, we actually want to get updates as regards some of the opportunity that you are running, and also to see how you're also thriving in terms of business, your business itself, right? So this is more like a closed deal average. This is a summary of the closed deal in 2024. Sorry, this is a typographic error. Closed deal, we got about 980 million from the partners from management in this year. And like I mentioned, our objective is for us to get a $2 billion naira in 2025. So we have about 65% of our resellers that have contributed to this. That's actually a good one, right? We have about 106 partners, right, in Lagos, Abuja, Kaduna, and Port Harcourt. 80% of the partners participate in training. That's a good one. The number of resellers that can implement is by 15%. So this is where we come in. we want to increase this number. We want to get to at least by the end of this year, we want this percentage to be 30%. Well, our target is for us to increase it by 50%, right? So that's what we're looking at. 10 units newly reseller contributed to the overall sales. So we want to increase these numbers by 50% too, right? That means we got new resellers that have contributed to the sales. In as much as the deals are not that big, but it is very much appreciated. So 3% of the Abuja partners contributed to our sales, right? Currently, we are revamping the Abuja partners. We are actually opening the doors for the Abuja partners. We've been conducting a series of events, and by May 29, we should be having another event in Abuja of department in terms of head of IT, head of, in fact, the decision makers, right, in the government part, that's ministries and even the private sectors, right? Come to May 29, we're going to have an IT Gov event in Abuja, right? So we're going to send this out to our partners also so that they can be able to network and also get more opportunities for themselves. So 70% of the clients who bought the solution are located in Lagos. So that is the reason why we intensify more effort in the Abuja region. We also want to expand to the northern regions, right? We saw that most of the clients over there have not been actually tapped. So we believe that with the effort of our partners, we should be able to get this done. So, like I mentioned, this slide speaks to the vertical to which our reseller plays. We have about 15% of our reseller plays in the government sector, 60% plays in the banking and financial sector. So you can see from this analysis that the banking or the financial sectors tends to request for this solution more. So if you have a client, right, that sells that you sold a solution to probably in the financial sector, is also an opportunity for you to start engaging them on managing the solution, right? We also, from our end, right, from our direct conversation or direct sales to some of our clients, we saw that this percentage is also the same from our own end, meaning that the financial sector always requests for this solution. So if you have clients that you've sold other solution to, there's an opportunity for you to start engaging them on managing the solution. About 5% of the reseller plays in the manufacturing sector. We have 3% have sold to the companies in to the telecom industry. 2% of the resellers sold to the ministries. 5% sold to the insurance companies, and 3% to the oil and gas sector. This shows some of the partners that have really done very well in no particular order in the last year, and some of them in this list have been doing very well. Some of them in this list have been doing very well this year. So we also want you to, if your name is not here, right, we want you to put more effort and try as much to be among the partners that will be listed on 2026, right? Congratulations to these partners. We really appreciate you. So we definitely going to reach out to you guys. So this part is more of the interesting part, the policy, the reseller policy. So we tend to have a little misunderstanding from our partners. So they don't really understand how they can go up the ladder in terms of the rebate and reward from the partnership network, right? So we have 4 tiers of levels, right? And which is actually tied to performance. We have the platinum, gold, silver, and bronze, and this actually has to do with your performance level in the partnership. So performance metric target. Resellers are required to meet quarterly sales. Resellers are required to meet quarterly sales quotas and customer satisfaction. So, if you actually at least 10 top 10 resellers would we can confirm that their quarterly target has been sent to them, right? And also, apart from you meeting your sales target, right, we also have a target to meet, which is customer satisfaction. Right? We notice that some partners just sell to the client and forget about reaching out to the client, and which is one of those things that we found out in Tranter IT. In Tranter IT, we ensure that once a sales is closed, we initiate a new kind of conversation with the client. What kind of conversation we speak? Conversation that speaks to satisfaction, right? We want to confirm if these customers are very much satisfied with the solution, right? And this is only done by re-engaging them, having conversation with them, and also performing health check. So, and this is an opportunity for me to introduce our health check program to you guys. Right? Yes, it's your customer, right? It's also important for you to check if they are satisfied with what you've sold to them. And from our end, when we engage our partners, we ensure that we put them on our health check. So if as a partner you sold ManageEngine solution and we, the distributor, are the one we did the implementation, and you paid for local support, you're supposed to reach out to your client quarterly to confirm if they are getting best of the solution, quarterly to confirm if they are having any kind of challenges. You don't need to start asking this question when the client wants to review. You have to reach out to the client even before the renewal is set to be done. So it's important for you to have this, right? Customer satisfaction is key from our end. So, and we also want our partners to replicate same to their customers. Ensure that you put your customers on local support. It's very, very important so that they can be able to reach out to you and also cross-sell opportunities to you, right? Even through our health check, we've been able to get new opportunities, right? Because why you meet a client requesting, you try to check if they are getting best use of the solution. You might swear get more opportunity, maybe probably due to their current challenges, they might have to integrate another solution. So that's also another check is also important. Assess based on sales and technical capacity. For how then if they are satisfied. How often have you been able to check in with a customer? Right, to ascertain if they are happy. Have you done any site? Those clients your client that bought your solution, have you had a meeting with the stakeholders to confirm if they are actually satisfied?
Mr. Henry, we can't hear you. You were lost for a minute.
What we
We
used to
can't hear
rate your
you. Hello, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, can you hear? Yes, you were
Yeah,
lost for
can
a
you hear me
minute. So
now?
maybe you should just take that paragraph
Oh,
again. You were lost for a minute.
okay.
Okay.
Are we? All right, thank you. All right, so sorry about that. The little network glitch. So we're talking about performance. You're going to be rated based on how you're able to sales. Technical capability of and things that we're going to show the client, right? You don't reach out to the client even before the expiration of the license, then you should at least out to them right now. Right? We also expect you to manage engine solution. They tend to forget about cross-selling, which is pretty much bad, right? Manage engine solution is a suite of solutions, meaning that you can integrate meaning that you can integrate this solution. It's very easy for you to integrate the managed engine solution. So I would want to suggest that right from this moment, right, it's easy.
Sincere apologies about that. I think Mr. Henry is having a little bit of technical difficulties. He'll be joining us soon.
Apologies. So we are open for you. Like I mentioned, we are open to have this kind of discussion with you, right? So as a partner, you've sold a solution. It's going to 4 years now. You've not been able to upsell. You've not been able to cross-sell in same account. ManageEngine actually found at this. So they've reached out to us. They want us to, at least in each of the accounts, we have at least 3 of the solution in each of the accounts that we've sold to, right? If you need help, right, in this area, kindly reach out to me, right? Clients usually want to integrate some of this solution, but because probably you did not know much about the product, right? That's why you do not know that we will tend to integrate some of the ManageEngine solution. So it's easier for you to integrate this solution. The ManageEngine Service Desk Plus can be integrated with any of the suite of solution that you have. That is on this the list or on the shelf, right? So let's take that as one of our plan for this year. I'll be happy to also relate with you in terms of this, so that we will be moving forward in terms of the numbers. So I was saying something as regards this. So I said something earlier as regards the sub-levels of partnership, right? And we have most of our partners on the bronze level. It's our joy to see you guys on the platinum level. So hopefully after this webinar, we should be able to see more of our partners in this level. So if you want to move up the ladder, it's simple. Just get a deal closed within 10 to 49 million within an anniversary year, right? So that means if you close a particular deal of this, of what this amount, so in this anniversary year, your next opportunity, you scale up your discount level. So it's important for you to look at this very well and also take advantage of this. One, This will help you more competitive in the market, right? Because sometimes if every opportunity that closes is not just being sent to a single partner, it's sent to a lot of at least more than 5 to 6 partners, right? Leaving them to compete with each other, right? But some partners win this opportunity because they are able to play with their discount. So it's important for you to scale up, right? For a newly onboarded partner, your partner level is within is bronze, and you can also scale up based on the technical ability. So if you are a newly onboarded partners, right, but you can implement the ManageEngine solution, implementation, configuration, resales can be handled by you, then you need not to start from you are not going to start from the bronze level. You're going to start from the silver level because you have the technical ability. This implies that a partner can go up the ladder based on his or her technical ability or based on sales volume. So if your sales volume increases, then you increase in the partnership level. If you have technical ability, that means if you can implement the solution, automatically you're on the silver level. I did explain such this earlier. If you're at the margin of 15%, the only reason why you have margin of 15% now is because you have the technical ability, you can implement the solution, and also you can do the pre-sales activities, right? And if you are at the 10% margin, all it means is that you only have the sales ability. You don't have technical team to run the presentation or to deliver a demo to the client. So it's important that you scale up to the level to which you can implement the ManageEngine solution. And that is where we want you to be, right? We also have reward for those partners that can bring out opportunity in new areas. Like I mentioned, we are diving into the area and the gas sector. If you have a contact, you have opportunity in this area, feel free to reach out to me. Let's have a strategy on how we penetrate. Discount we're going to give you is going to different from what we give other partners. So continue with our policies. I say all newly registered partners must undergo a comprehensive training, such as the partnership training on the ManageEngine all-suite, product positioning training, and comprehensive training on the flagship product. If you're a partner, we've not run you through this, feel free to reach out to us. But this is what we've done for 90% of all our partners. So we want you to ensure, we want to bring you up speed in terms of the ManageEngine. So first, you have to have a partnership training so that you understand the nitty-gritty as regards the ManageEngine solution and the partnership reseller network. Then you know how to engage your client and also know how to engage the distributor. Training on the ManageEngine all-suite. We're going to train you, do a brush up on all the solutions, and also product positioning. Product positioning, we're going to pinpoint those ManageEngine solutions and where it can be sold, right? And based on our use cases, we'll do that. And we have a comprehensive training on the flagship product. Flagship product, we have some flagship products that every enterprise environment wants to use. We're going to have a training with you on this, and also we'll do a demo presentation. We have a quarterly performance review, which will be conducted to assess adherence to metrics and targets, right? We also we judge our partners also based on their adherence to our policies, right? We're going to give a constructive feedback, and support will be provided for those underperforming resellers. Right? Currently, we have my colleague David is actually engaging some of the partners that are not really performing well, right? we tend to start up a new a refresher training for this partner. This is for us to ensure that they also come speed in terms of selling this solution. We understand that some partners do not have the technical ability, but to some extent, we can train you to the point where you can be confident enough to pitch the solution. So some of our partners that are not performing, we have a plan for you already. We will start engaging you, engaging your sales team and your technical team, just to ensure that you are among those partners that are bringing in deals. So resellers that do not close deal within a year will be delisted, right? So we don't want to get to this point. So that's the reason why we are engaging the underperforming resellers so that they can be able to sell the solution. So attractive, this incentive program, attractive extra margin to reseller that register a new deal. So we have the deal registration portal. All our partners they are very much aware of this. The partner portal is for you to register your deals, and we want to ensure that these deals are protected, right? So the only way you can get your deal protected is for you to register on the portal, right? And registering on the portal gives you an opportunity to get more discounts added to your rebate, right? So we found that partners fighting over opportunities where they have not actually registered, right? We assume that a partner that registers an opportunity owns the deal, right? So we want to encourage you to start registering your opportunities. Start registering your opportunities. Start registering your opportunities is what we will guarantee if your deal will be secured. It's very, very important. It's very, very, very much important. We have attractive extra margin for any cross-sell deal and upsell. I've said this already earlier. If you have an opportunity that you sold in an account, right? If you want to cross-sell, you want to upsell, please reach out to me, right? I will tell you what solution you can sell to the client. And when it gets to where you want to make decision, or the client want to make decision, be rest assured that you're going to get an extra margin of discount, right? And we're going to speak to the OEM to ensure that the discount is sent across to you, just to encourage you, because you are taking a little step further by cross-selling, right? That's what we want to achieve. That's what we want to achieve. A contractual agreement, that's what we have for all partners. Underperforming partners will be subjected to partnership review, including training by distributors, right? I mentioned this earlier. Some of our partners are not performing well. We've started engaging them so that we'll not get to the point where we'll delist them. So we do have issues as regards deal registration, right? We have cases where this partner will come, will tell you that he's the owner of the deal, and the other partner will come, will tell you that he owns the deal, right? But we, from our end, we actually assign the deal owner to the partner that first register an opportunity, right? So we also note that sometimes the partner that owns an opportunity might not even register the opportunity, but because probably due to negligence, and while the other one, probably based on information he got, he goes ahead to register the opportunity. So we have a metric that we have a metric already available for us to be able to curb a little of this conflict amongst partners, conflict is one, do you have evidence that you've started the engagement, right? When do you start the engagement? Give us the first and last email you sent to the client. The two partners should be able to provide this. Once we have this, we use that to first judge. If we cannot make decision with that, we go back to the next stage, which is demo or POC. You said you own this deal. Have you done POC? Have you done a presentation? So you give us an evidence that this has been done. If we cannot achieve this through this second stage, we go through the quotation and pricing. This is very key. It is very, very, very key. Why I say this is that most of the partners tend to claim ownership of a deal because they got an RFQ from a client, not knowing the fact that this RFQ was actually worked in. It was actually scoped by another partner. So if you are among the partners that believe that because you have sold a solution A to a solution B to a client, so if you're among the partners that claims to own an opportunity because you got an RFQ from your existing client, probably you sold another solution to them, be rest assured that this is not how it works, right? Every deal has someone that have done the dirty job. We have someone that have done the scoping. So if you got an RFQ and you know that you did not really work hard for this, you just know that your effort can actually count to some extent, but you know that somebody has actually worked on this. Somebody has done the scoping. Somebody has sat down with the client to ask questions as regards what they want to buy. So if that has been done, so I see it will be a slim chance for another partner to come in and get that deal closed, right? So always have this at the back of your mind. And RFQ is not an opportunity for you to close deal. You can start up by generating your own leads and create your RFQ, right? And bet me, if you create your RFQ and send to us, we are going to protect you. We're going to ensure that your deals are protected so long you register your opportunities. Lastly, we also get to the point where the decision maker has the final say, right? The partner register an opportunity and the deal is registered, but the decision maker tends not to follow, not to want to make a purchase through that same partners. We come to that level too, but we have a metric to which we can also protect and also compensate the partners just for the effort that have been put in. So I said something about the registration of deals. Please, let's register our deals using this URL that is here. You can register your deals and also secure your opportunities. That also gives you opportunity to get more discount from us. These are the steps through which you can register your opportunity. Once you click on the link, you put in the opportunity and send it. We have it from our hand, and we're going to respond to you and let you know if that deal has been registered or not. So this is a training calendar for the resellers this year, and we're going to ensure that we cover all the ManageEngine suite of solutions. We're going to ensure that we cover all the ManageEngine suite of solutions before the end of this year, right? And currently we started off with PAM360 and Log360. That is what we're going to commence with tomorrow. And this is very important for us to have an understanding of the PAM360 and the Log360. We're going to commence this tomorrow. Privilege access management and SIM solution. They are key solutions that every client wants to get. So I will just give a little short for in 2024. Sorry, this is supposed to be 2024, not 2025. Sorry about the typographic error. About 45% of the partner could not demo the ManageEngine flagship product. So that's the reason why we want to intensify our training. About 60% could not support their client at the earliest request. We also have this as a challenge, and we want to ensure that we put all our clients on health check, right? Health check. We need to start engaging our clients, support them, right? It's very key. That's what a client look out for. If a client cannot get support from you, they find it difficult for them to go ahead having to purchase from you. So if you notice and you know that you cannot support the clients technically, reach out to us. We can be of help and support your client. It's very important. 30% of could not scope to their client, right? Yes, you've done presentation, but you don't know how to ask those questions that gives rise to quotation. You need not to worry about this. Reach out to me anytime. I'm going to send a scoping sheet to you. For every ManageEngine solution, we have a scoping sheet, right? So reach out to me. Don't wait till when the client starts looking out for other vendors. Once you engage a client, you've done the presentation, you want to ask some questions, reach out to me. We can do that together with the client. We ask those questions, or I send you a scoping sheet, send it to the client. They fill in and send back to us. Then we generate a quote for you. 40% conversion rates of the sales pipeline. I must confess to you, we have a very massive sales pipeline from the partners. Very massive sales pipeline, but very low conversion rate, right? So, and this is because, one, some of these opportunities, we don't do some analysis as regards this. We don't ask some questions as regards when and the timeline to which this opportunity will be closed. We don't know if it's currently in their budget. They requested for it, yes, but do they really want to buy such solution at that time? Or are they looking at it, or they're just evaluating? These are the questions we need to ask so that we will not start putting some of these opportunities on a pipeline that are not existing. So we're going to have that later in a later discussion. 45% of our partner needs distributor for a first level engagement with a client, right? So we noticed that, and we are not shying away from this. We know that some of our partners would not engage the client directly. So yes, you can reach out to us. We will have our sales team. We will go there and do the pitching for you, and we do the scoping and ensure that you get the deal, and you also get your discount. But most of our partners are new. This is just a summary of what the ManageEngine solution looks like. We have the help desk, we have the desktop and mobile device management. We have the IT operation, Active Directory, IT security, and Analytic Plus. The help desk management solution speaks to the service desk and the support center plus. We also have the asset management solution under this, right? So it's important for you to know that this solution is one of the solutions that most clients are looking out for. Service desk plus, support center plus, and asset management solution. The desktop and the mobile device management solution speaks to a solution that manage your desktop, right? Manage your desktop, your servers, right? At a single console, right? So if you have a client that has maybe so enormous large numbers of workstations, right? Any of the clients that have this is an opportunity for you to sell. It's an opportunity for you to sell mobile device manager plus to them, or the desktop management solution. You can imagine a client that have over 5,000 workstation, and they want to run a patch to this workstation, and they are doing it manually. It's going to take them donkey of years to complete this kind of patch to complete the patches. But with the help of the patch management solution, they should be able to schedule patch and also ensure that these patches are sent across all the workstation at a short period of time. And also it gives them the opportunity to focus on other activities, right? Even with this, you can even do a test and approve, through which you can test if the patch is actually all right before you push it into the environment. So we have this opportunity, solution available. We have the mobile device management solution. You have a client that gives their sales or technical team a mobile device, and they want to monitor what the clients are doing with their staffs are doing with the mobile device. It's an opportunity to sell the MDM solution to them, right? IT operation management, this basically for IT, for clients that do not want their network to go down, mostly the financial institution. They have their network, they have their application running, they don't want it to go down. Then you have to sell a solution like the Op Manager or the application manager to them. You have a client that basically they have an input application through which their customer can access. They want their customer to have access to this application 24/7. So the solution that you need is application manager to manage this application, to ensure that there's no downtime, and also if there's going to be a downtime or there's going to be an issue, they get an alert for them to be able to make remediation before the downtime occur. We have the Active Directory. We have under this, we have the AD manager that manage your self-service, your AD, right? We have the AD self-service that gives you opportunity to be able to reset your password, your AD's password, and also have access to your AD environment. We have the AD audit. AD audit is for another, under this is also for you to be able to audit your technicians that are managing your AD, and also set rules within the AD, right? We have the Office 365 Manager Plus to manage your Office 365 within your environment. Under this, we have the IT security. Under this, we have the PAM360, Log360. We have the Password Manager Pro under this. And the IT and analytics, this is speaks to the Analytic Plus. Analytic Plus is more like the a reporting tools that you use that is plugged into any of these solutions to generate a custom report. If you want to get a custom report to make decision, right, then you need this solution. It can be integrated with any of the ManageEngine solution, even other third-party solution, just for you to be able to get a custom result report and also use this report to make decision. So this slide speaks to our capability in the channel space, right? We have a very robust channel network, right? That is actually tailored to meet all your needs at every given period of time. Our marketing team they actually focused on lead generation, and we share this list to all our partners that are doing exceptionally well. We have a pre-sales team that does presentation to proof of concept. For example, you are a newly signed onboarded partner, you do not know how to pitch the solution, you need not to worry about that. Just reach out to us. We have team available to do this for you. All we just need for you is to give us a notification about 24 hours or 48 hours notification. We'll be available to do this at any time. We have a dedicated team in the channel department to ensure that you get answers to every of your queries at every given period of time. We have team that handles the training. They're available. You have a client that you hold at IS team, and you want to sell ManageEngine a solution to them. You're worried if this client can be supported or the deployment will be done perfectly well. You need not to worry about that. We have teams that have done national deployment. We have teams that are very much their expertise in terms of deployment and pre-sales activities and post-sales activities. They are available. We have teams that can support your client. We have health check available. So you need not to worry about what happened after you sell the ManageEngine solution. Strategy, right? This is a strategy to sell. So I'm going to give you this as more like a tips for you to be able to start pushing these opportunities, right? And this is more like what we have adopted in-house, and it has really helped us in closing deals, right? Onboard a newly product champion. It's very important, right? In for every of the partners, it's important for you to have sales team, technical team that you've assigned to sell ManageEngine. If you have not done this, please start now, because that's the only reason, the only way you can be able to get someone accountable when you have assigned them to sell this ManageEngine solution. And you also have plan on how you're going to increase their sales capability, increase their technical capability by reaching out to us for any kind of assistance we can give, right? Empower your team with training. This is also something that you can do. This is also one of the strategies that we have adopted in-house. In Tranter IT today, we have sales team that specializes in all of this solution. We have technical team that specializes in at least 2 of this solution. So that gives them opportunity to be expert in this solution. It's not like we assign all the technical guys to start deploying each of all the solution. No, we have guys that actually specializes in each solution. So that gives room for expertise, right? So if you want to empower your team in terms of training, please reach out to me. We can have a training plan and we deliver a training for your team. We also have dedicated sales and technical team for advanced training. So we enroll your team for a dedicated sales and advanced training. In this kind of training is not something that we can do within 1 hour. No, those of our partner that took part in the advanced training, last year advanced training, they can testify to this. We can have this kind of training, 5 days training, direct training with your sales team in-house. It's not like a webinar, it's a physical training. They have the opportunity to ask questions. We give them environment to which they can see the deployment and also practice how to deploy the solution. We give them free opportunity to have access to some existing environment. That is what the advanced training is. We've scheduled the advanced training for this year, and we're going to communicate to all our partners that are interested in enrolling their technical team for the advanced training. Propose free POC as a strategy to push for the client. So we also adopt the POC strategy, right? Sometimes clients tend to want to see before they buy, right? We don't have any issue with that. If your client want to buy the ManageEngine solution and you want them to have a feel of it, reach out to us. We run a POC at no cost. We will use that as a strategy to penetrate. We ensure that once we deploy the solution in the environment, we call the stakeholders to have access to the solution, use it for 1 month. Once they are satisfied, then we can start talking about the monetary part. Start with existing client. This is very, very important. Most of the partners tend to wait to see when an RFQ reach out to them. No, you have existing client. I want to believe that every IT company that have registered as a partner has a client that they are selling to. It might not be that ManageEngine that you've sold to them. You've sold other solution. Start with that. Start with that. That implies that you have an existing relationship with that client, right? Start proposing ManageEngine solution to them. If you cannot propose such to them, reach out to me. We can have this kind of discussion with your client. If you have sold a ManageEngine solution, you can also start cross-selling. Start cross-selling. So it's something that is very much easy for you to do. If you cannot, please reach out to me. That is why I'm here. I'll be happy to be able to assist you in terms of engaging your client. Be a problem solver, right? That is the key for every salesperson. You must be able to resolve whatever challenges your client is having, not for you to wait for RFQ. A salesperson does not wait for RFQ, because RFQ simply means that it's a done deal. You just want to be, they want you to be, to complete the number of the vendors that they need to complete the process of purchase, right? To develop your own scope, be the one that develop the scope. That also shows that you are working smart, right? Be a problem solver. All the solution we are talking about is to solve the client's challenges or needs, as the case may be. So be a problem solver. By reaching out to the client, give them a solution to their problem. Follow this engagement process. This works for us. This works for us, right? And I noticed that some partners tend to want to cross this process. Well, it makes the sales process a little bit longer, right? If you want to engage a client, start with presentation, right? Presentation comes in many ways. It could be an interaction. It could be an event that both of you meet, right? It might be just a one-on-one discussion. Then we can start up with a formal presentation, right? Presentation in the sense that you can only just tell the client what the solution does, right? Yes, you don't know much about the functionality of the solution, but you can as well say, this solution can resolve this, but give me opportunity to come with my team. Let's have the presentation, and we'll give you a breakdown of what the solution can do. With this, you initiate the first process, which is presentation. So it comes in many ways. It's not until when you have the first, you have a formal kind of presentation. No, it might be in an event. It might be just a normal engagement. It can be in a club. You meet the client, and you have that initiate an opportunity to start the presentation. And once this is done, clients always feel like, okay, this presentation is just like a mouth-watering kind of opportunity, but if an opportunity for the client to feel how to see how the solution is for you to introduce them. So for all the ManageEngine solution, we have a demo page available. A demo page which we can deliver to a client. They will see how the solution is. Once the client has gone through this and see this, the features of the solution through the demonstration that will be done, then they can request for a quotation, right? I noticed from partners who want to engage on a POC, when the client have not really seen the cost of what they want to engage on. It's also important for you to look at it. It's good for you to engage your client first, but ensure that they have the numerical value of what they want to buy. Is it in their budget? Do they really, can their budget cover it? If it cannot cover it, is there any way you can adjust the price to be able to ensure that they get it, right? And also scale up coming year, right? These are things that are very important, because at the end of the day, you can run a POC for almost 3 months and the client did not buy. Why? They did not actually have planned based on the cost you shared with them. But once you send a code to them, they see it, okay, it's something they can purchase. They might want to engage a POC, right? We can also engage as a POC. You can also engage a client on POC as a strategy to penetrate. It's also a good one, right? But if you're looking at closing a deal and you're discussing this already with the client, you have to let the client know the cost implication of this, of the code, of what they want to price before engaging in POC. If the cost implication is very high and is not in their budget, you will know, right? You will know if for you to go ahead or you just want to engage in a POC. And once this is done, once the POC is done, all the stakeholders have a feel of the solution. You know that the next thing is for you to get a PO. And once a PO is gotten, I noticed that most partners close up from this part. You don't close up here. This is where the main business starts from, right? That is when you start reaching out to the stakeholders to ask them, how are they feeling the solution? Those things that we discussed about, that I told you about, that this solution can do. Have you been able to try it, right? Is it resolving your pain? With this, you now, oh, sorry, with this solution that you have bought, if you want to get this and this, I would advise that you integrate it with this solution. That's another way of selling. I would advise you integrate this with this solution, right? So that you can be able to get a better functionalities. I advise that you increase to the enterprise edition. I would advise that you increase to the professional edition, as the case may be. These are the reasons why we're talking about support, health check. By the time you reach out to the client, it's very important. After sales activities, after sales activities, it's key to get cross-sell and upsell in any client environment. Assess the customer pain before proposing a solution. Ensure the client's pain points are well understood before engaging or proposing a solution. This is key. We've got to a point where the partner is proposing a different solution, and the client that cannot resolve the client's pain, right? If you find it difficult for you to understand what the client's pain is, reach out to us. We will be able to diagnose that and also propose the right solution so that we will not waste our time, right? Use the BANT lead qualification process to weed out inadequate prospects and instead focus on leads who have high profitability of making a purchase, right? I mentioned this earlier that our channel actually has a very high pipeline. We have a very good pipeline, but the challenge is that we cannot convert this pipeline. Reason is because we did not actually perform this word, the acronym word. This word actually is BANT. BANT simply means budget, authority, needs, timeline. Budget, authority, needs, timeline. When I say budget, does your prospect have the financials to purchase your services? Have you asked that question? I said it earlier on. Do they have this? Have your clients, as they actually seen the cost implication of what they want to buy, so that you will not put it in the pipeline and thinking that it's going to close very soon. Whereas the cost you shared with them, they don't even have a plan for it. Right? You need to look at that so that you know where to channel your energy. For the authority, does the prospect have the decision-making power within the organization? The person you're talking to, can he make decision? We have cases where two partners are speaking to the same client, right? Based on our own understanding, we can see the person that is talking to the decision maker, because you get the first-hand information, how and what they wanted, right? Probably this guy is talking to another person that seems to be his friend. So you need to understand if you are speaking to the decision maker. This is very, very key, so that you will know if you're not just wasting your time. Because some of this, if it's not the decision maker, your solution can be very, very good. But when it gets to the person that wants to make decision, you'll just wave it off. So ensure that you are speaking to the person that makes decision. Needs. Does the prospect genuinely require what you are offering, or just looking out for quick fix? You need to look at that. Do they really need it? Or they just want to have it, they just want to keep it on one side and later talk about it? So that's the reason why you need to ask for the next thing, which is the timeline. You understand? If you notice, when we have presentation with our client, when we finish our presentation, I always ask one question. When do you want to purchase this? When are you looking out to purchase this? Right? Is it Q1? Is it Q2? The reason I'm asking this is for me to also align with the customer's plan, right? If a client wants to purchase an opportunity in Q4, and I've done presentation in Q1, so so that I won't be going to the client and start asking questions about the opportunity. I already know it's due to. The only thing I'll just have to do is what? I'll put my face in the customer's mind by reaching out every day to maybe for normal kind of course visits and other things. Already, I know that in Q2, we have a plan of doing this. I might bring that discussion up, but I already have the plan, the timeline through which the customer wants to buy the solution. So it's very key that you have this at the back of your mind. Offer gift to the stakeholders, random gift, birthday gift, right? It won't cost you anything. If you see that it's going to cost you much, you can factor it in the quote that you want to share with the client. It's very important for you to put a face to your customers. Be at their face. Always offer random gifts. We have Valentine gifts, we have Christmas, we have other our celebration period. Try as much to ensure that you are among the customers, you are among the vendors that give gifts to your customers. This makes them put you in their mind when they want to make decision. I have cases where the customer will even send requests to you on solution that you're not offering, simply because you're already in their mind. They send it to you first before they send it to others. They will tell you that I just want to know if you guys are offering this solution. They want to confirm from you first. This is because you have a cordial relationship. You ensure that you've actually gone extra mile by giving gift, relating with the client. Some people go as far as giving gift, sharing messages, give to the children of their client. That's the level of the relationship. Request for a demo to learn and relearn, right? We have, like I mentioned, we are available at any time to ensure that we train our partners. So at any time you want your team members or you recruit a new team members, right? You recruit a new sales team, please enroll them for the training. We'll be happy to have this done. Ensure you plan after sales activities to get feedback from the client. Ensure you do this so that people will not stage a comeback when you want to renew, that they are looking out for another opportunity. Before the renewal time or the renewal period, ensure that you reach out to the client to see if they're enjoying the solution. And if there's any need for you to add other things you can do. Engage the key decision maker in level of sales, IT procurement. Ensure this is done. These are the people that will give you the deal. It's key decision maker. Thank you. So I'll be happy to answer your question. David, over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Henry, for that insightful discussion. I believe everyone here is able to grab one or two things from the talk from Mr. Henry. Um, Partners should have in mind that we as sole distributors always want the best from them. That's why Mr. Henry has been able to highlight those points he has discussed about. So we'll be moving on to the question and answers session where we'll be receiving your questions and they'll be giving appropriate answers from us. So you can do well by raising up your hands in the reaction tab if there are any questions, or you could drop your question at the chat box provided. I can see a lot of reactions from here and some questions about the recording will be made. The recordings will be made available. Also, the slides too, depending on the which of the solutions you are looking to get the slides for. We can also make available all slides on request. So send in your questions and we can deal with them with the appropriate answers. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for David. So I saw some emails. We're going to take note of those emails. David, please take note of those emails so that we
Definitely.
can send the recordings to be rest assured that if you have registered for this training, you're getting the recordings of the training, right? And also, we're going to send it to you. And should you have any question as regards what have been said so far, please feel free to reach out to us. Send, you can call me, you can call my line, you can send a mail to channel, no X, channel at tranter.com, right? I believe most of you have, I can share my contact right in this call so that you can reach out to me directly. Sincerely, we are very much happy to tweet your request, right? It's very important to reach out to us. We are actually here for you. Sincerely, we are actually here for you. And if you have any kind of complaint to reach out to me. Probably don't really have understanding on how this works, right? Please reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer your question, right? So David, do you have any further comment as regards what has been said, or do you want us to move ahead?
So we have a question from Mr. Toba Joseph. He was asking how many weeks will the training take, or how
Oh,
many days
yes.
of the training are we
This
looking at?
training, this training is is going to end by Wednesday. Today we actually focused on the partnership training, just for us to know how the do's and don'ts, the do's and don'ts in the resellers network. That's the reason why we have this. The reason is because we got a lot of mails as regards how way to engage and all this, and we feel it that some of our partners do not really have this knowledge. So that's the reason why we want to engage again. So we have this policy training, right? Tomorrow we are going to focus on the ManageEngine solution, right? We have 2 training available for today and for tomorrow and next tomorrow, right? One is the SIM solution, the other is the privilege access management solution, right? You want to see how this solution can be used to reduce the rate of intrusion in a client's environment. Tomorrow you have that, right? You want to see how you can be able to use this solution to be able to stop any kind of fraud intention within an organization. You are going to have this done tomorrow. You're going to have this done tomorrow. So, and every client wants to secure their environment. So that's the need for the ManageEngine, PAM360 and Log360 solution is key, because every client wants to secure their environment. You know that currently about 90% of the clients, right, they have their staff working from home, right? And you know, in the case where you have your client working from home, they might as well mistakenly leave their workstation open for someone to come and intrude. So that's the reason why some of this solution is very, very key, right? So if you want to know how this solution works, please join us tomorrow. You have the opportunity to learn about the PAM360 and the Log360, how it works and how you can sell the solution to your client, right? So we'll be happy to do that tomorrow.
All right.
For some of you that missed some part of the session, we're going to send the recording to you. Please feel free to reach out to me if you need clarification. And also, we want to advise for you to join early to enough tomorrow, so that you can start up with us and also understand what we are doing.
Hello.
All right, Mr. Henry, we have another question from Mr. David Chuku. He's asking, for starters, how do we get to become partners to resell this solution?
Good. We will send the link to you. So I've just shared my contact, all right? And also, you can drop a mail to channel, and I'm sending it right on there at Tranter IT. With this, just drop a mail. I will send you a link to which you can register as a partner. Then we kick off.
Okay, another question from Mr. Kevin. What competition does ManageEngine have in the market?
Good. That's a very good question, right? That's a very good question. I can tell you right now that the Apex Bank is using close to about six ManageEngine solutions as I speak, right? We have about 70 to 80% of the bank using one or two ManageEngine solution. Insurance company, about 60% are using ManageEngine solution. That speaks to the demand, right? And also, for every solution that you want to sell to your client, reach out to us. We'll give you a document, a competitive document that you can share with your client. With this document, because the client will put in, will put other competitors and will tell you what and what they have that we don't have and what we have that they don't have. We have this available. Anytime you want this, reach out to the OEM, we'll get it across to you so that you can know how competitive the product you are selling is.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Henry. I think that's all for the question. Okay, there's one more question from Mr. Daniel. Please, can you share via email the top ManageEngine solutions to sell?
Right, I will do that, Daniel. I'll do that. I'll share with you.
All right, so I think without much ado, um, we can call it a day. If there are no any other questions, I think we can round up, Mr. Henry.
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay. All right. So tomorrow we'll be here the same time for the other solution sessions on the ManageEngine solution, the Log360 and the PAM360 will be same time, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So please be in attendance. It's going to be very insightful.
Same link. Same link.
Yes, same link.
Same link.
So it's going to be very insightful, and we'll be receiving your questions and giving answers to them. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time. Thank you for attending this webinar. See you tomorrow.